going to get people who are LGBTQ plus attacked, beat up, and killed, by the way. If you're saying, hey, by the way, the left has a problem, as someone who's on the left, I gotta tell you all this. It's true. There is Drag Queen Story Hour. No one will talk about this. Oh my god, look at the photos I'm putting out there. Aren't these photos scary? Look, there's an empty chair. That means that there was probably lap dances happening to kids. I'm putting it out there. I'm just saying this is really fucked up, and as someone on that side, I want everyone to know. Well, guess what? People did get killed. There were people who took up guns and did violence and murdered people. There were people who were violently beating up trans people, gay people, LGBTQ plus people, because they thought they were groomers, because they thought they were pedophiles. They were wearing shirts that said, kill your local pedophile. They were showing up at events where people were reading stories to kids, and they were trying to enact violence against them. There was an ally, someone who wasn't even LGBTQ plus, who got shot and killed because they had a pride flag outside of their store. That was real violence that was happening every single day because of the shit that you were putting out there. And now that a rich podcaster who had very far-right beliefs was killed, you are sending Charlie Kirk. Just said that out loud. So it's really telling. This is just really effective propaganda, and always has been. You can sit on one side of the aisle, it's like, she's the female Tim Pool. That's exactly what she is. She's someone who doesn't outwardly want to be like, I have very far-right and very social conservative beliefs when it comes to the way that we should treat women, when it comes to the way that we should treat what are considered to be protected minorities or groups that shouldn't have hate like speech enacted upon them, when it comes to how we should treat LGBTQ plus people. My beliefs for that group is very on the right, to the far right. And I know it's strange because I also identify as someone who's bisexual, but I'm going to put that out there. This is where my beliefs stand, but I'm also not on the right. I'm very, very on the left when it comes to all of my policies, when it comes to things like the economy, when it comes to things like bullshit, pussy, all that kind of stuff. And I can both be super pro-guns, but also kind of anti-state authority. To see that, there's different views and beliefs going on here. But it's like, if the videos that you put out there are being used by the far right to justify their violence towards those marginalized communities, then I'm sorry. You don't get to keep being a Tim Pool-style milquetoast fence sitter. You don't get to keep playing the I support Bernie Sanders, but at the same time, I think the gays are degenerate. I support Bernie Sanders, but at the same time, why won't the left talk about the Wayfair cabinets? Why won't the left talk about all of this fucking shit that is going down where I can find secret coded messages in these printouts that are being done by Balenciaga? Isn't that weird? Why won't the left talk about that? Why won't the left talk about the Drag Queen Story Hour and all these photos that I see here where it looks like they're doing lap dances for children? Why won't the left talk about that? Oh, it's weird that it keeps popping up in other sectors of the right almost exclusively. Andy No, to Stephen Crowder, Tucker Carlson, all of them, Matt Walsh, they're all the ones propagating that. But I, as a leftist, happen to be the person bringing this towards you. What a surprise. At least this time she's not Canadian.
Are we really allies if we agree on, like, taxes, but don't agree on the sanctity of human life? I don't know. The way we view death now is just crazy. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with the desensitization, in part thanks to the internet. You used to have to go out of your way to see gore and stuff like that, and now you're just scrolling through Twitter and you see someone set on fire and someone gets stabbed on a train. And when someone like...
Yeah, I've had to watch for 2 years the policies of the United States under both the Democrats and the Republicans results in the mass death of children. Palestinians in Gaza, I see it every fucking day. I see the mass murder of kids. I see their bodies being destroyed in those horrifying ways.
Boom!
Forever